I'd like to bring up my friend Chris right now so we can do a little improv for you. For Chris, everybody. Good to see you, Chris. Come here. Oh, that was such a heartfelt awe from the audience right there.
No, they can feel it. You know, friendship.
Positivity.
Yeah. Everything's so negative nowadays. You know, it's like a disease that spreads. Everybody just kind of gets really down and negative, and I think we have an opportunity through our improv and through comedy and friendship and laughter to spread a message of positivity.
Uplifting.
Yes, and that's why we're here this evening. So, just as a gauge, how are you guys all feeling today?
Woo!
Good.
Whoa!
Okay. Let's keep that positive energy.
That's a friendly clap they just did right there.
Very friendly.
That was.
Very friendly. For those of you who have never seen us before, don't know us, Jerrod and I actually started here at PIG a little over 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
We were in level 1 together. We did all of our classes together. We're on a couple teams together.
Yeah.
I mean, he's my improv best friend.
Aww.
Yeah.
And definitely, Chris is definitely my improv best friend too. I know it's a little, doesn't have quite the same oomph as when you said it first. But you know what? That's fine, because it's not about me, it's about us.
That's right.
It's about us, because that's what friends are.
So, Jerrod, let's give him a hell of a show.
Let's do some improv for him, buddy.
We're going to get a couple of scenes going for you guys, and to get started, we want a word from the audience, but we want a word that makes you think of friendship.
Food.
Heard a word, I just didn't hear what the word was.
Food.
Food. Oh,
fantastic.
That is actually perfect,
Oh, man.
because my friend Chris is actually a chef.
I am, yes.
He is
In
a
my
chef.
day job, I cook professionally. I went to
Yep.
culinary school. I've been doing it for about 15 years now. And, if we're going to talk about friendship, for me, there's something that's very, very special about being able to cook a meal for somebody that you care about. And if we're going to keep talking about friendship here and my best friend here, well, a couple of weeks ago, we both had a night free, which rarely happens. We're both super busy people. I called Jerrod up. I said, hey, Jerrod, why don't you come over to my place? I'm going to cook you a meal. I'm going to cook you something special. And I didn't tell him what I was going to make him, because I figured that would be the best surprise that a friend can give another friend. And so I went to the market. I got out of work. I went straight to Whole Foods. I picked nothing but the best produce. I made him a big garden salad, grilled chicken, and a nice little mango salsa to go along with it. I see a couple of mouths watering there. That's crazy, right? And then Jerrod came over, and we just kind of just did that thing you never get a chance to do sometimes with your friends, especially when you get to be a little bit older and you're constantly on the go. Yeah. Just to be able to kind of just hang in and just not really worry about other things, just kind of enjoy each other's company and it was just a really good time. Yeah.
It was nice. I was expecting Chris to cook something Italian when I went over, because Chris comes from an Italian family.
I do, yeah.
He mentions it all the time.
Well, I'm proud of my Italian heritage.
Yeah, and that's great. It's to be proud of. The Italian are fine people.
Yes.
And he lets us know that he's Italian all the time. I'm actually surprised he didn't mention here. Yeah, Chris and I have been great friends for 2 years now. At least once a week he reminds me that he's Italian.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having a bit of pride in your family heritage.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I think it's great to have something to be proud of.
I think if you have positive things to say, whether it's about your background or your family or your heritage, I think it's important to voice those things in a positive, constructive manner, whether it be about yourself or maybe about how you enjoyed the meal that you prepared for a friend. It was a fun night, but I didn't really get a lot of feedback from you as to how you liked the food. It was just kind of a lot of just chewing loudly and the occasional burp. But that's not why I do it. I do it because Jerrod's my friend and I care about him, and whether he says he likes the meal or not, that's really not what's important. What's important is that we get to spend some time together.
Exactly. And you know what? I don't think a friendly thing to do would be to criticize the hard work that a friend did for you, even if it's bland. And kind of lukewarmish.
Yeah, one of the reasons, when you get to learn how to cook the way I have, you kind of anticipate what your customer wants, and so you sort of cook to their level of expectation. And I just kind of figured, I thought, let's not go overboard here. I said, here's a guy who just, if I just put a little bit too much salt, a little bit too much heat in that mango salsa, God knows, I might ruin his night,
I was eating, I was like, wow, it is crazy that somebody went to school to learn how to make this. And maybe, maybe it's just that you're at such a high level that I can't appreciate
I would go that far.
Yeah,
I feel like your knowledge and your ability to grasp real talent is probably not where it needs to be.
I mean, burnt mango salsa is probably really fancy for a lot of people.
Yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that one.
Yeah, you know what?
Let's not do this right now. We're not gonna do this right now. Steven, so glad you could make it in today. Listen,
thank you.
We run a busy kitchen here. There's a lot of stuff going on, so if you have any questions, feel free to shout them out, but we're just going to kind of keep this moving along because I want to get you acclimated to working in this environment as quickly as possible.
Excellent, excellent. I've been looking forward to coming here, sir, and just cooking away.
Hey, don't call me sir, call me Rick, all right? We run a very laid-back, fun, we want to keep it a nice, fun, family atmosphere around here, okay? That's very important.
Got it, sir. I mean, Rick.
You're going to catch on quick, I can tell. Now, over here we have the salad station. You can see we have all of our mise en place, which is a fancy French term that you'll come to know very well.
I went to culinary art school.
Sure, that's great. So we have all of the mise en place for all of the lunchtime, appetizers and entrees here. Perfect. And then down here on the hot side we have all your proteins, your salmon, your meat, your chicken, your pork, your steak. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Lunch. We got the proteins right here. All right.
Yeah. So we're going to start you off kind of slow. It's a Tuesday night, not very busy. So
Perfect.
we'll get your feet wet here.
Perfect.
And I figured cold side first because I don't want you to burn yourself. I feel like, sometimes when it's the first day on the job and things get a little too hectic, people kind of tend to make mistakes.
A little nervous. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. And I want to do a good job.
Yeah.
I want to do a good job. I'm gonna make you proud that you hired me.
Hey, look at me. You're going to do great. I can tell you. You got that read on you. I've been doing this for 35 years. When I see somebody who knows what they're doing, I know that they know what they're doing.
Yes. Yes.
See, you're already picking things up.
Yeah. I'm ready to get started over here, in fact.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to observe.
Sure. That's fine. That's fine.
So when we do the Napa cabbage for that, you want to make sure your knife cut. It's called a chiffonade. It's a very thin slice that you want to do. You want to make sure you're doing it as thin as possible. Because if it gets a little too thick, it's kind of hard. It's caught in people's teeth. It's a little difficult.
Thanks for the tip.
You're doing great,
Rick. Good and thin?
Could be a little thinner.
All right.
A little thinner, but you know what?
Right.
You're still green. It's cool.
I mean, I did cook in Paris for 6 years. I was a sous chef at a Michelin star restaurant.
That's all well and good, but it takes a different kind of work ethic if you're gonna fit in here in Rumford. Paris is nice. I'm sure Paris is nice. I've never been, but I've seen a lot of pictures and books.
Books are a great place to learn.
I don't mean to make you nervous. Last thing I want you to lose a fingertip.
I won't lose a fingertip. I've been.
Eyes on the.
Yeah.
Eyes on the board.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be nitpicky. It's just I personally feel that when somebody's working hard at something, it's good to give some positive feedback, some reinforcement, just to make sure that whatever they're doing, they feel like they're doing an appropriate job. And if I'm being too critical of your work, please just let me know, because the last thing I would want to do is to make you feel like you're not doing a good job.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And if you ever feel the need to have some positive feedback as well, don't get clamshell about it. Last thing I would want would be you, kind of just mired in your own little personal mental prison, just thinking things and then, kind of just criticizing with your eyes and then not actually telling somebody how they should feel or what they should think or
Yeah. The last thing I want to do, especially on my first day, is to throw out negativity.
Exactly.
I'm just here to appreciate. Well, even if maybe some of the food items aren't that impressive.
Yeah.
That we do here, but that's okay.
That's fine. That's
I'm here to be part of that team.
And even if there are a couple of minor, minuscule things that don't seem to be jiving the same way that you kind of thought they were initially, there's got to at least be a couple of positive things that you could at least throw in there to just be a team player. We're a team here.
That's right. We're a team, and
we're a team here at Rusticos.
And you know what? I will say, these are very nice plates that you have here. The plates, best part. Really nice plates.
Could you just say something nice about the food?
Oh, it is fresh.
That's a very, very non-descriptive
adjective. People love fresh food. Look, I've been in this business.
Would it kill you to just throw a compliment out there every once in a while? Do you
Maybe
have to just be negative?
if there was something worth complimenting, I would compliment. Because otherwise I'd be lying. And I'd never want to lie and say, like, for example, I enjoyed a dish that was quite nondescript.
Fine, I won't lie. Fine. No, truth. Here's some truth. You're never coming to my house for dinner again.
Oh, I guess we're not in the scene anymore,
No,
are
we're
we?
not in the scene. Clearly. Are you that dense? Are you that...
I guess your lead into it was just so bland, I didn't notice that we were on
Some
something
would call
else
that
right now.
a technique with finesse.
Ooh.
Not that you'd be able to appreciate that, though, you caveman.
Oh, that was a lukewarm insult. Much like your salmon.
Yeah, maybe next time you can come over, I could just serve you some Alka-Seltzer and water. At least that way all the burping and farting that you're trying to cover up in my parlor makes sense as opposed to whatever disgusting thing you bring into my house.
You know, we are not going to do this.
We're not doing
gonna
this
do
right
this
now.
right now. Excuse me, Mr. Waiter. I have some questions. I'm Italian.
Yes, sir.
The calamari. Is it with the pepperoncinis or is it with the balsamic? I'm Italian.
It's paired with a little bit of both. The pepperoncinis come on the side, and then we do a nice balsamic glaze that we toss in as almost instead of using lemon juice.
Oh, that sounds, mwah! I'm Italian.
Yeah, you said that multiple times.
Did I? I guess I just forget how much I say it.
You know, I actually don't get to say this very often, but I actually have family from Italy. What part of Italy are you from?
Oh, I'm from the bottom of the boot part of Italy. You probably wouldn't have heard about it.
That's...
I'm Italian.
Yeah, but no, I heard you. Is there any, what else would you like this evening, sir? Would
Oh.
you like to try? We have a nice appetizers platter. Would you like a nice bruschetta? Or would you like some eggplant parmigiana?
Sir, I got to say, that accent isn't authentic at all, okay? You know how I know? Because I'm Italian. Whew. That's a good looking antipasto you got there. I'm Italian.
We also have just a very lovely menu if you would like that's not as Italian. I know you're from Italia, and maybe
The
you might
country is in Italy.
Yeah, it's Italia if you're from Italy.
I'm
Which
Italian.
you know, because you're Italian. Yes, clearly. We have a separate menu that's not Italian, because I figure you're probably so used to eating food from there because you're from there that maybe you would like something that was a little different.
I cannot for the life of me understand why you do have a menu that was specifically not Italian. I'm Italian.
I'm just going to get it for you because I feel like there might be some things that you might be interested in.
I'll take a look.
We have a wonderful special today. It's just a bag of sand. It's bland, has no flavor. It seems like it might be right up your alley.
You know, I know a chef who cooks so much well. I know a chef who will cook it in that style. I'm Italian.
If you like, I could just take your order now and we'll just stick it all in one bag together and I can just strap it to your face. Seems like that might be more kind of your style, so that way you can yell things into the bag really loudly as you're kind of just absorbing the food through your mouth, and then, we can just leave you to, I don't know, just fart. Do whatever you say.
That doesn't sound appealing at all. I'm Italian.
Okay, look. There's nothing wrong with being proud about your family and your family's heritage, okay? I don't understand why the fact that I like to, talk about my family, my cousins, my grandparents who I love dearly is so annoying to you. I'm sorry.
I agree. There's nothing wrong with it. In the same way that, there's nothing wrong with, say, clapping your hand when you walk in somewhere. But if you walk in somewhere and you're going everywhere, people are going to think you're a weirdo.
No, I get it. I think it's just because you're not used to hearing the sound of... Some people, when they do things like this, they're used to hearing that. It doesn't sound strange or foreign, like that whatever accent that you were just trying to do was.
Oh, that accent?
Yeah.
I was Italian. Italian. And I would think you would be used to hearing the sound of people throwing their food off the plate and onto the side.
You know, I worked real. No, you know what? No, we're not doing this.
Sir, I have the marketing proposal set up for you right here on the overhead projector.
Jackson, you never let me down before. I'm really just very eager to see what you've brought here this afternoon.
I'm going to make you proud today, sir. Right there, I've got a picture of a beach at sunset with palm trees on there. You know, make people think that our suntan lotion, make them think of the beach. Make them think of the beach, eat sundown at the beach, it's romantic.
Good, we're going to have them just have a visual association with this nice tropical, relaxing paradise and our product.
Yes.
Jackson, that's fantastic work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So in this one, it's a pretty neat picture. It's of a pool. You can see the bar at the pool, a couple people sitting up at the bar drinking. Makes people think, you know, something casual. And also want people to think kind of pina colada, because we have the pina colada sense.
Exactly, the coconut bomb base and suntan lotion. No, that's great. That's great. You know what? They say that your sense of smell is the most closely associated with memory, smell and taste. And we want people to have this very visceral association with our product. I think the pina colada angle, Jackson, fantastic work.
Thank you, sir. And this one here is of a parking lot. I realize it might look a little plain and bland, but I'm still hoping to get some compliments for it. I'm
a little confused at this one, Jackson. Are we trying to sell our product to people who have a rich, deep appreciation for the finer things, for luxury travel, fine cocktails, or are we just kind of resorting to this very simplistic, middle-of-the-road, people who really don't have an elevated sense of themselves face?
You're right, sir. I guess I was hoping that you would think that this was like super artsy and creative and, you know, done by a master, and only other people who can really appreciate fine art could also appreciate it, but you're right.
I'm going to cut you off there, because I know artsy and creative. I went to several Ivy League schools to get where I am today. I spent a lot of money and a lot of time, and I know a lot more than you, Jackson. And I have to tell you, that parking lot, well, frankly, I don't know if we can keep you around the company.
Sir, just let me show the last slide.
Fine. No, fine, but you'd better...
Maybe I can add down a high note. This one just says, I'm Italian, over and over and over, all over it, sir. Because when we sell our product, we want people to know that it's suntan lotion, that it's fun, but what we really want people to remember is that we're Italian.
I'm internally drawn to this for some reason that I can't quite put my finger on.
We should put this everywhere, sir. Really make sure that people know we're Italian.
If we're going to do this, I just need to make sure that you're going to do this over and over and over and over again. To the point where it's lost all meaning, and anybody who sees this would never, ever applaud for it.
I don't know, sir. I think it's going to be tough to keep people from applauding this. Or even laughing at it.
Yeah.
Mostly just awkward silence, I'm thinking, sir.
I'm going to serve you rat poison the next time you come to my place.
At least it'll be something that has some sort of taste.
I'm such an asshole. I'm sorry, that's our show.
That's our show. Yeah. Yeah. All those applause are for me, right? Right? All right.
One. You got one.
Your part of the show is over, Chris.